Hey everyone, my name's HarryAtomic and it's Wednesday, so it's time for another community day. So before we get into this video, one thing that I want to mention is that this Sunday, I forgot again, 22nd of September, I will be at the Bristol Gaming Market. Now, there are still some tickets available, so dive onto the website down in the description and grab a ticket if you want to come along and hang out. It's not anything official, like I'm not running a stall or anything, but I'm just going, and I thought I would let you guys know so we could hang out if anyone's in the area on that day. So yeah, let me know down in the comments if you're going to the Bristol Gaming Market, and we'll all decide on something to do, and we'll all shake hands and be friends, and it'll be loads of fun. Anyways, let's get on to the video. So diving straight in, this week's community day comes from Manatee Gaming, who asks, "Hey, I had a question for community day. How much gamer score do you have and how long has it taken you to get there, or anything related to gamer score?" So gamer score is a topic that's pretty near and dear to me. At one stage, I used to be a pretty big achievement hunter. I tried my best to get as many crazy, hard and rare achievements as I could. But I'll tell some stories about that at the end. Just to start off, I have, just double check the Xbox app, 66,698. Now, I know that there are people out there with hundreds of thousands, but that was pretty respectable back whenever I amassed that. I think really in the last few years, I've really only gone up a few thousand. But at the time, I think everyone was racing for 200,000 or something whenever I got to 60,000. So I definitely was doing okay. So in response to Manatee Gaming's question, I posted a poll on the community tab of my channel just to get your guys' feedback on what you think of achievements. Now, it seems that for the most part, you guys really enjoy getting achievements. However, it seems that most people just kind of get achievements in the games that they enjoy, rather than actively hunt all achievements, even on games they wouldn't regularly play. Now, that's not to say that there isn't at least a large chunk of people that do kind of hunt for achievements. However, it seems that most people are just happy to kind of play the games that they like and then use achievements as a way of extending the life of the games that they enjoy. But anyways, let's dive into the comments of the poll and see what you guys have to say. Now, before we start going through these comments, actually, it seems the community day is really starting to take off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some select comments from down below, because if I went through them all, we'll be here all day. So the first comment I'm going to mention comes from Sir Bobberus, who says, "Achievement hunting widens my eyes with gaming, making me play games out of my comfort genre and even within my favourite games in new styles. Games like FIFA 15, Vin Diesel, Wheelman and Brink would just go on my shelf without a gamer score incentive to play them. Also, I hate odd numbered gamer score with a burning passion." Oh my goodness, oh, you've just hit on one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to Xbox. Ugh. So, as I mentioned, my gamer score is 66,698, I think. And see the fact that it ends in an 8, it burns me up inside. I always used to have this thing that I wanted gamer scores to end in either a 5 or a 0. And for the most part, 99% of games out there have their achievements all ending in a 5 or a 0. I don't know where this rule came from. I don't know if it was ever a hard and fast rule, but for some reason you get the odd outlier game out there that gives you an achievement that's worth 12 points. And it seems that I got one of these in Final Fantasy 13-2. I can't remember the exact achievement, but it was a weird numbered one that it wasn't divisible by 5. So now my gamer score ends in an 8, but I'm not going to play Final Fantasy 13-2 again, so I have to find an odd numbered achievement just to get it divisible by 5 again. Oh, it's so annoying. But yeah, I mean, regarding the rest of your comment, I couldn't agree more. I think that whenever you use achievements as a means to kind of expand your gaming horizon, it is really good at doing that. If you hunt achievements, if you really want to get your gamer score as high as possible, eventually you're going to have to look outside of your comfort zone in order to try and maximize your score. So therefore, you're going to play things like old sports games, you're going to play things like shooters if you don't like shooters, you're going to play weird Hannah Montana games and try and bury them in your account so no one sees them. But ultimately what that means is that you're going to be having new experiences that you weren't having before. So if this is the reason why that you hunt achievements, I think that that's probably one of the most noble reasons out there. Ultimately, you're using achievements to broaden your horizons and play more games, and that can only be a good thing. So on to the next question. The next one that I'm going to mention comes from Gerard Nahan, who says, I think it's a cool idea to have in games, but it doesn't really mean anything to me, and they're not of any great significance in my opinion. For example, in GTA, if you use a weapon often, it improves your skill with that weapon. More achievements that reward the player with bonuses is what I would prefer to see. This is something that I wanted and almost got like years ago whenever, I think it was whenever like NXE and like avatars came out. So what I'm referring to here is the old Xbox avatars, not those new like creepy looking things. Like what even are they? It's impossible to make an avatar that doesn't look like a Pixar reject. But those old avatars, you used to be able to go into a marketplace and like buy clothes and stuff for them. You probably still can, but who's gonna with those weird plasticine looking things? And there were some achievements that did unlock avatar items, so things like Left 4 Dead 2, which is still the best game ever, unlocked special t-shirts for your character. Portal unlocked a portal gun that your wee avatar would like play with and like muck around with. So it meant that by playing games and by unlocking achievements, you were getting paraphernalia that you could use on your avatar and actually show them off to other people. It was a nice addition. I'm raging that they didn't keep up something like that. I suppose they would need a good avatar system before they could do it. I need to lay off the avatar system. Fix your avatars, Microsoft. But yeah, I think that having something like, you know, a digital reward, or maybe tying it into like the Microsoft like reward point system that they already have going. Like already they have something like that where whenever you're in the rewards program and you do like a bunch of missions in game or something, like you'll get some points that you can redeem for like Xbox Gold months or like just various like months of Now TV or something like that. Tying that closer into the achievement system I think would get more people on board, and I think that it would push people again to try new games. So who knows what we'll see in future. I mean, with Scarlett just round the corner, I mean anything's up for grabs these days, you know? So moving on to the next question, Niners fan 666 says, been obsessed with achievements since day one, actually 13k off from 200,000. Sadly don't get to play as much as I used to when I was younger. Honestly, I know we already covered like heavy achievement hunting in an earlier comment, but I just wanted to say, my goodness, congrats on nearly getting to 200k. That's an impressive number of achievements. I remember wanting like 100k when I was younger, like 100k being like the largest number that I could like think of as far as achievements goes. So being nearly at 200k, congratulations, that's awesome. Hopefully you'll find some more time to play and like kick back and just really start boosting that achievement score. So there we go, that seems like a really good cross-section of what you guys think of achievements, and I think that you guys raised some really good points. Now, as far as I go for achievements, I used to be a massive achievement hunter. I would play everything I could get my hands on. If I found a game on like the xboxachievements.com.org website and it said that like the difficulty of the roadmap was like 2 out of 10, I'd have been out buying that game. Didn't matter what it was, like a kid's game or like an old sports game or anything like that, and I'd bring it home and I would like get all the achievements and then I would try and return the game in order to get something else. So like for example, I went and bought like Avatar: The Burning Earth years ago, brought it home, done that thing where you had B like 50 times to get the 1,000 achievements, and then brought it back to the store and was like, yeah, the disc is scratched, it doesn't work, and they just gave me store credit and I just bought a different game instead. Now I wouldn't recommend doing that. That's obviously like not very fair on retailers, but yeah, that's how much I was really into achievements back in the day. I mean, like, you know, now not so much, but unfortunately it seemed that I just kind of fell out of favor with them over time, and there was a specific day, there was one day that just took my love of achievements and just dashed it. Oh, it was horrible. So the game that was responsible for killing my love of achievements was Final Fantasy 13-2. Now, I again was obsessed with achievements. I got all the achievements in Final Fantasy 13, which was absolutely impossible to do because you had to hold like a copy of each item in the game, and also there was no checklist for that, and there were craftable items, so you had to make sure you crafted all these different items. It was just such a pain to get. So I was like super proud of myself getting all the achievements in Final Fantasy 13 just in time for Final Fantasy 13-2 coming out. Oh, I was going to get all 1,000 in this one as well and have like 2 Final Fantasy games with all the achievements. Oh, it was going to be brilliant. So at the time I was in university and I was in my final year, which meant I was doing lots of coursework. I was working so hard on my dissertation. Like I was also holding down a part-time job as well to pay rent, which meant that I was pulling extra shifts as well. So free time was pretty tough to come by, but I worked super hard. I did extra dissertation work. I pulled some extra shifts during the week in order to like get the weekend off for the game coming out, and I went and bought myself the game, got home, I had Saturday and Sunday off, and I was like, oh, this is it. Like, I'm gonna get these 1,000 achievements, it's gonna be so good. So I sat sat down at like 9:30 on the Saturday morning and I like peeled the plastic off my copy of Final Fantasy 13-2, popped that bad boy in, and I installed it as well, because you should always install your games to the hard drive so that you're not burning out your disk drive and like, you know, causing problems. And I booted that bad boy up and I was playing. I was getting achievements left, I was getting achievements right, there was achievements coming on everywhere. I was like, yes, I'm so on board for this. I mean, you know, it was an RPG, so you were going to be playing for ages, but still, I was in it for the long haul. Then came the slot machines. So I found a casino in the game, which meant that it was time for me to try and get the serendipitous achievement, which involves you amassing a fortune in casino coins, because for some reason they just didn't use gil in the casino. Now, the only way to reliably get a fortune in the game without relying on a ridiculous amount of luck was to spin a 777. Now, I thought that, you know, this wouldn't be too hard. I thought eventually the game will give in and give me a 777 and, you know, give me loads of coins and I'll get those 12 achievement points. Odd numbers. Ugh. But it turns out that that's not the case. This is 100% random, and I sat for nearly 7 hours trying to spin a 777. Now, just want to put that into context. I worked extra shifts, I did extra coursework in order to get a rare weekend off during my final year of university, and I spent 1 full day of that spinning a slot machine in Final Fantasy 13-2. It was at about the 7th hour that something clicked in my head and I went, what am I doing? I'm doing this for achievement points, no more. And I turned the game off. I still haven't finished the game, I don't think, or maybe I did just finish like the regular ending and moved on. But from that point, I vowed that the only achievements that I was going to get were in games that I actually enjoyed playing. So if I love a game so much and it has achievements and it involves me really grinding hard to get them, I'll push and get them because I really enjoy that game. But if it's a game that I'm just incidentally playing, I'm just gonna play through it. I'm even gonna like turn off the achievement pop-ups in games that I don't like just so that it doesn't bother me. So there you have it. That is my achievement story, as well as what you guys think of achievements out there in the community. If you enjoy videos like this where we're chatting some Xbox and we're having a conversation and getting some feedback from one another, then consider getting subscribed to the channel. I try to do 3 videos every single week. Monday is an Xbox video that I'll plan and put together properly. Wednesday is a community day video just like this one, where we'll discuss a topic around Xbox and we'll make a video on it. And Saturdays will be a day where we keep up to date with all the latest Xbox news. Now, in saying that, for anybody that's here at the end, this Saturday I'm going to miss the news. I know I've missed it the last few Saturdays, but I'm definitely going to miss it this Saturday because I'm off on a trip. However, I'm going to try some other type of videos to bring you guys along with me on that trip. So hopefully it'll be a wee bit of fun. We'll try it out. I mean, you know, we're experimenting with some different stuff on the channel. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, if you want to stay in touch with me or you want to get involved in the Xbox community, then get on the Xbox 360 Hub Discord. It's probably one of the best Xbox 360 Discords out there, and it's definitely the best place to like get some questions answered on Xbox 360, as well as talk to people about achievements, talk to people about modding your console, talk to people about buying different rare games from all over. It's just so good. You guys should definitely get on it. And if you want to get more involved with playing Xbox games, then I run the Xbox Game Club Discord. It's a Discord where we just kind of chat about Xbox games in general, and every month or so we pick a new game to play and review it and have loads of fun with it. Anyways, there's a massive community out there. Dive in, guys, get involved. There's so much to do and there's so many cool people out there that are all just loving Xbox. Oh, it's so good. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.